This is a reason to not stop short. Verse 5, God's language to Joshua was, as long as you live, I will be with you. As long as you live, I will not fail you or abandon you. See, my favorite, I have different wedding vows. If you're my favorite, I give you these ones. If I don't do these ones, you're not my favorite. And I wrote these for Pat and Sophie. These are my favorite vows I've ever used when I did their wedding. And here's how I conclude those vows. It says, as you put this ring on her finger, do acknowledge and commit to the lifelong fulfillment of these vows you have made. See, when I married my wife, I put a ring on her finger as a sign of a covenant I made to fulfill some promises to her till death do us part. Well, death hasn't parted us yet, so that means I'm still in the process of giving those promises. Amen? It means I'm still in the process of receiving those promises because death hasn't parted us. We are still in the process of receiving these promises. The problem we have with God is often we're trying to make Him hold true. We're trying to make God be accountable to promises He never made us. And then we're dissatisfied in our faith because we're trying to cash in on promises, manipulating God to do things He never said He would do. Right? But there are promises He did say that you're still in the process of receiving. He said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. He didn't say I'll make it easy. He said, I'll be with you in the terrible times. He didn't say that I'm going to be your genie, rub your tummy, pat your head, jump on one foot, and then I'll grant all your wishes. He said, no. Trial and tribulation will await you if you come with me because your citizenship is in heaven and you're living on earth where the devil seeks to steal, kill, and destroy. And so he says it'll be hard. It'll be difficult, but I'll be with you. It'll be challenging, but I'll be with you. You can grow and I'll help you, but growth usually comes through adversity. And we try to say, God, I want you to fulfill different promises. He's like, these are the promises I made. These are the promises I made. These are the ones I'm going to fulfill. And you're still in the process. God said, I will work all things for the good of those who love me and are called according to His purpose. You're still in the process of Him working it out for your good. You're just not far enough along to see the good yet. You're in the process of Him making it for your good. And I could keep going and keep going. He says, whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall not perish but have everlasting life. Or whoever calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved, right? You're saved now when your faith is in Jesus now. But you're still in the process of receiving the promise of heaven. Amen? He made these promises. And Joshua stayed faithful. And so guess what he did? He led them into the promised land. He conquered the promised land. One of the first things they did is they marched around Jericho until the walls fell. One day they didn't have enough time, so God extended the day for them, so they had enough time to receive the victory that He wanted to give them. 7 years later of faithfulness and not stopping short, He led them to victory over the promised land. He died a happy old man, rejoicing in the Lord. And that's what He did. Jesus said, hey, I'm going to keep with you as long as you live. It was a promise He was in the process of receiving, just like so many of your promises. 7 years, He accomplished what 40 years earlier everybody said was impossible. I wonder what God can do in your life 7 years from now if you stop stopping short today.